it's frustrating. The way we showed up, especially after a bad showing against New Jersey. Just we had a great practice yesterday. We worked extremely hard. We were competitive, battling each other. We had a good feeling after that practice, and then just didn't show up today. A team that's fighting for a playoff spot, a great opportunity for the guys in this room to, try and disrupt their season and play a spoiler and take something out of it, and we didn't do that. Our goalies, we didn't show up for our goalies. We didn't back check. We didn't, cover back doors. Just made it so easy on them to generate chance after chance, and it's extremely frustrating right now.
Dylan, what is it that happens when the puck drops? It just seems recently, the past few games, you guys can't get out of your zone the first 10, 12 minutes of games.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know for what reason. It seems like we have the puck on our stick. Something goes wrong, we give it up, or it just something goes wrong, and then it just gets worse from there. It seems, and I've never seen anything like it. I don't know what it is, but it just seems like when things go wrong for us, they're catastrophic, and we can't come back from it. And I think we've tried to talk that these last games are to show people what we're made of, and it can't be that with the two efforts we've had the last two nights since the trade deadline.
Is it true? I mean, you get a little momentum there from Mantha's goal, but promptly, within 3 minutes, handed right back.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of things have been handed, and I just, I feel for Howie. We didn't battle enough for him. Bernie comes in, and he's been great for us, and we give up back doors, and it just mental lapses that are leading to fishing the puck out of the back of our net.
How can you explain the starts of the last couple games?
We just haven't been good enough, plain and simple, and we got to take a look as a group here. I feel like we keep kind of saying the same thing, but this has got to stop. It starts with the leadership group, and I'll take some of that responsibility, but we got to get the guys ready to go.
Look, Steve said Monday he was going to judge guys on how they conduct themselves here the last 5 weeks and how they perform. I mean, is that not sinking into the locker room? Because it just doesn't seem like it, especially the last 2 games.
Yeah, that definitely should be enough to get us going. And, like you said, we haven't been good enough these last 2 games. So, individually we got to take a look in the mirror and see how we can be better. And, we can't be pointing fingers. It's this, it's that. Everyone's got to take onus for what's going on.
Is there still an aftershock from trade deadline day, losing Andreas and Mike Green?
I'm not going to make an excuse like that. Plain and simple, we just haven't been good enough, and it's unacceptable, and it's not okay. It can't be okay, but I'm not going to use that as an excuse for us.
How do you turn around then?
We did got to show up tomorrow and get better, and go to Ottawa, and we got to start well, and play a little more simple game. Tonight I thought we got some pucks to the net. I think the shots were pretty even, but we just got to dig down, compete harder, play longer in their zone.
Where do you start with this one?
I don't know. It's hard to say. Obviously, it didn't go how we wanted. They were a better team, played better, tried. I felt like put a little more effort than we did, and capitalized their scoring chances. So tough score.
You've played for a lot of winning teams in your career. How jarring has this season been for you?
Yeah, it's tough. You aim to win, and that hasn't happened a lot this season. But I feel like we have better in us. We just have to try to work our way out of this. There's no other option really.
Is there something said on the bench by the veterans, like after a team scores, to kind of try to prevent things from snowballing? Because it seems like it happens time and time again.
Yeah, we've talked about it a lot. Get scored one and get scored another, and then kind of go down a little bit instead of just trying to play the right way. And maybe we take a little too many risks too sometimes, and there's 2-on-1s, 3-on-2s, and good teams, good players capitalize on those. So, but that's a good point. We just have to try to keep playing the right way the whole game and not think about the score as much.
Well, certainly since the trade deadline hasn't been, it's been bad, and so we played a small game the other day in practice. We competed like crazy against each other, so we got to get that to transfer to the ice. Whatever it is, I don't know what the verbiage is or what the term is. Whatever it is, we're the reason for it, and we're the only ones that are going to get us out of it.
Jeff, is it more effort or execution, or what did you want?
Well, I'd say probably, I'd say a little bit of all, everything. When you lose like that, a lot of times it's a little bit of everything, and I just think that in the end, we kind of I've used this term before. We were kind of in our jerseys. Too many guys just in their jerseys. Like you got to go out and play and compete like crazy.
Jeff, is there anything?
Excuse me. Well, I think I addressed this the other day. I think each one's a little bit different, and you got to find a way to make sure that on a team that doesn't have much confidence, not to give up goals right away.
Jeff, is there anything you can do or say at this point, or does this rest squarely the last two games on the shoulders of the players?
You know what? It rests on all of us, including myself. Like it rests on all of us. I gotta show up tomorrow, and I gotta try to do whatever I can do to help us be better than we were today, and make sure we're more ready and have a better effort on Saturday. And they gotta look in the mirror and do the same thing. So I think it rests on all of us. Certainly not gonna throw blame around here. The last thing we can do is say, I call it like the bitch fest, where I bitch about them and they bitch about their line mates, and somebody bitch about their coach. That's all. We got to stick together and find a way. And I don't care. This was hard to live. Tonight was bad. We got to show up tomorrow. We got to find a way to get better.
There wasn't much coverage in front of Jimmy, but when he's having the kind of season he's having, I mean, what do? I don't think you can play Jonathan over the remaining 16 games, but the quandary of having a goaltender who just is where Jimmy's at.
Yeah, it's. I'd like to go and give him a effort. We don't give up many chances, and we don't give up, and try to get his game back going. And I think that there's a responsibility of the team to do that. And we didn't start the game to help him. And so we got to, as a group, we got to look after each other. And one way to look after each other, and we've talked about it in a lot of other ways. Well, one way is to make sure you got a guy that's had a tough year. Let's make it an easy game on him. We didn't do that.